Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel Destiny Moon Tarot, and welcome to yet another pick a card reading. In today's reading, we're going to be finding out what is next in love for you. We're going to get into a lot of details, so sit back, relax, and let me give you details of what is next in love for you guys. As always, there's three groups for you to choose from. Let me introduce you to today's groups. We have group number 1 with the lapis lazuli heart crystal, group number 2 with the opalite heart crystal, and group number 3 with the rose quartz heart crystal. You can take as much time as you need. Pause this video if you'd like to pick either one or multiple of these groups intuitively. Once you have made your decision, you can find the timestamps that correlate to your group's reading in the description box below, as well as in the pinned comments, and I will see you all in your reading. Hi group 1, welcome to your reading. You guys chose the lapis lazuli heart crystal, so let's find out what is next in love for you. We have your oracle cards pre-shuffled right here. I'm going to start with these first. So first up we have connection and life purpose. Okay, so something that I'm seeing with these two cards right here, group number 1 for you, is that there is a meaningful connection coming into your life soon. When it comes to love, when it comes to relationships, next in your life, you are going to have a connection that feels deep, that feels meaningful, that is based on mutual respect, mutual interests, a connection that goes beyond the physical, a connection that goes beyond just the superficial stuff. This is a connection that could be very long lasting in your life. This could be like a forever kind of a relationship, or at least this could be a relationship that is going to be quite significant for the rest of your life. That's something that I can see here. I do feel like with the connection card, that this could be a connection that maybe begins on a vacation, or it begins with a person you met on a vacation, or just being with this person just feels like you're on a vacation. Okay, so this could be one of those relationships where the honeymoon phase or the honeymoon period lasts quite a long time. So yeah, that's what I can see here with connection. With life purpose, what I can see is that this connection could be one, like I said, it could be like a lifelong connection or a very significant connection in your life, but this could also be a connection which kind of introduces you or makes you aware of what your life purpose is. Okay, it might like after meeting this person or after getting into a relationship or a connection with this person, you might find your dream job, your dream house, your life purpose, the true meaning of your life. You know, you might feel like you know what to do with your life once you have met this person, once you're in a connection with this person. You could also be meeting this person through work. So this could be like, you know, think of maybe like a work retreat that you had to do, or a conference that you had to go to through your work, and that's how you meet this person. Or I feel like you could be doing something that feels very deep and meaningful in your life, and that's when you meet this person, or that's how you meet this person. Say, for example, your life purpose has been to work with children. Okay, so maybe you get a job in a school, or you work in a children's hospital, or you volunteer at an orphanage or something of that sort, and that's where you're going to meet this person. So there is a possibility that you could be meeting this person once you know what your life purpose is. And once you're living out your life purpose, you could be meeting this person through work or through your life purpose. Or just when you feel like you're doing something worthwhile and something meaningful with your life is when this person is going to walk into your life. So a message here could be like, if you are wondering what you have to do to call in this person or attract this person, the message here could be for you to either go on a vacation or for you to focus on your work or on your life purpose instead, and that could be bringing in your soulmate. Okay, so this could be one of those situations where a lot of things are tied up to you guys coming into a connection with your soulmate, with your future spouse, with this person that you're going to be with next. Okay, so it's like if you focus on your life, if you focus on what brings you happiness and joy and true fulfillment in your life, could also be bringing in love into your life. Okay, so everything could be tied up here, is something that I'm picking on. Let's get your tarot cards now. Let's figure out some more information about what is next in your life, what's next in your love life. Group number one, so we have Three of Swords. Okay, please don't be scared. I know it's a scary card, but yeah. Then we have the Lovers. We have Strength. hmm And I want just one more card. We have the Ace of Wands. Okay. Bottom deck energy is the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, lots of aces, which means new beginnings. The Ace of Pentacles is also a card of a new business opportunity, work opportunity. So, like I said, you could be meeting this person through a new venture, a new maybe job that you have taken up, a new career that you have taken up. Through your work is also something that you could be meeting this person. With the Ace of Wands, what I can see, I mean, and the Ace of Pentacles is also the card of manifestations, a manifestation coming true. So this could also mean that, the kind of person you're trying to manifest is going to be the kind of person you're going to be in a relationship with next. With the Ace of Wands as well, what I can see is that this is going to be the start of something very new and passionate in your life. Okay, so I feel like not just with love, but in every other aspect of your life, when you come in connection with this person, you could feel a renewed sense of passion. Okay, so you could feel more passionate about your job after coming in contact with this person, or you could feel like you are more passionate when it comes to being a lover, or when it comes to being in a relationship with this person. And maybe that's something that you haven't experienced in the past. Maybe that spark was something that was missing in your previous relationships, or maybe that's something that you've never experienced in your life, but that is what's in store for you next. With the Ace of Wands, I can also see that this is maybe an opportunity. So, like, maybe when you meet this person, you could be doing something, starting something new with this person, and that could be your life purpose. Okay, so say you have always wanted to maybe write a book, right? Like maybe you've wanted to write a children's book. And once you get into a relationship with this person, you're going to see that maybe this person is a really good artist, right? So you might combine both of your talents together, your talent of storytelling or writing and their talent of illustrations and drawings and being artistic, and you might merge that together and you know create a new project which could be your life purpose. That could be something that you guys do together. You might be one of those couples that works together as well. That's also something that I'm seeing here. Something else that I'm picking up on with the Ace of Wands is also that with this person, like I was saying, the honeymoon phase with this person could last a really long time, but that could also begin with you both feeling a spark almost instantaneously, and it's like equal on both sides. It's not like one person is more devoted or one person is more invested in the relationship than the other. I feel like you're both mutually dedicated to each other and mutually putting in the effort to make this relationship work, and there is like an instant spark that both of you feel at the same time with the same intensity is something that I'm picking up. You could also be meeting this person after a period of heartbreak. So you might be going about your life not really expecting love, or maybe not believing in love, or maybe still healing from previous heartbreak. Or you could be going through a phase in your life where you are experiencing some sort of heartbreak, and that's when you're going to meet this person. That's also something that I'm picking up on here. But yeah, this person is gonna come into your life like a breath of fresh air. Like for some reason, you will just be able to trust this person and you'll get along with this person really well. And this person will somehow want to make you believe in love again. Okay, just the way that they treat you, just the way that you feel when you're with them is going to feel so special, and you're going to feel so loved, so deeply and unconditionally loved, that yeah, this connection is probably going to move like a lot faster than an average relationship. Like you might get introduced, and then within like 2 weeks you're dating, within like a month you are in a relationship, and then like within 6 months you are engaged, within 2 years you're married. It could be like a very fast paced relationship, but it's not going to feel scary. It's just going to feel very comfortable. It's going to feel very natural to you, just because of how this person feels in your life, just how they make you feel about yourself, but just also how you guys are together is going to just feel so special and so loving and mutually nurturing, that you are not going to feel like you're rushing into anything. And this person could also be your strength, okay, in some way. So this person could, like I said, ignite a fire within you that you forgot you had or you didn't know you had. Or this could just be like this love, this connection could be the biggest strength in your life. They could be your biggest supporter, your biggest cheerleader. And it almost feels like if you have them as a pillar of strength, then you feel quite invincible in your own life. This could be that kind of connection. This could be a connection that strengthens over time, and your bond just grows stronger and stronger with time. Um, yeah, this could also be a connection where both of you can just lean on each other. You both have strengths that can benefit each other. Um, and it's not in a superior or in an inferior way. Like there's no like power struggle here. I think you guys acknowledge your own strength and also the strength of your partner, and because of that you're able to keep your ego aside and like take each other's advice, take each other's help without feeling lesser than or more than the other person. Yeah, that's also something that I'm picking up on. With the lovers and the strength card here, this person could be either a Gemini or a Leo. You could be a Gemini or a Leo, sun, moon, or rising, even Venus. Yeah, you could have Leo or Gemini in your Venus as well, or they could have it in their Venus as well. Leo and Gemini seasons could be important, could be significant as well for you guys. Mm-hmm. That's also something that I'm picking up on. Lastly, we have Luna. I honor the sacred flow and rhythms of the feminine. So I feel like if you are a feminine, if you associate and identify yourself as the feminine, I feel like tapping into your feminine energy is what you can do to bring in this connection if you don't already know someone like this, or if you're not already in a connection like this. If you are, then this is just confirmation that this is your person, and you guys could be stepping into like the next level of commitment as well. So if you're already with this person, like if you've been dating someone like this, then maybe, you could be asking them, or they could be asking you to be their boyfriend or their girlfriend, or you could be getting engaged, or you could be getting proposed to. You might be leveling up in your connection, if that is the case, if you're already with someone like this. But if you aren't with someone like this, and this is something that you want to attract in your life, then yeah, I definitely see you just like stepping into your feminine energy a lot more, you honoring your feminine side, you honoring your feminine cycle. So this could also mean just like, if you are a person that gets their period, then maybe that cycle is something that you are beginning to honor, or just like your moon cycle is something that you are beginning to honor. Or that could be advice that, to attract someone like this, that could be quite beneficial, and that could really help you honoring your feminine cycles. Something else that could also help you bring in this energy and attract this person into your life is maybe working with the energies of the moon cycles as well. So manifesting with the new moon or the full moon is something that you could do. There is a crescent moon here, so maybe even working with the energy of the crescent moon might also be quite beneficial for you. Yeah. um when the moon is next in Gemini or Leo, those dates could also be significant for you guys. Those days could be significant for you guys. Maybe that's the time when you are going to come into contact with this person, or when something significant is going to happen in this relationship or in this connection, is what I'm seeing here. 1616 on the um, camera timer when I just looked at my screen. So, yeah, that is the reading that I have for you guys. Group number one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a nice comment. Claim this reading in the comments as well if you'd like to. And subscribe to my channel for more readings from me. It's free of cost and helps me grow as a creator here on YouTube. And I will see you all in my next one. Bye, guys. Hi, group two. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose the opalite heart crystal. So let's find out what is next in love for you. I'm going to start off first with your pre shuffled oracles and then get in your tarot. So, first up, we have worthiness and resolving conflict. Okay. So, group two, something that I can immediately see for you guys is that next in love for you is just a phase where you are working on maybe finding your own worthiness, not tying your worth to your relationship status. Okay, just finding your own strengths, your own weaknesses, working on becoming someone who feels like they are good enough as they are, instead of questioning why you're still single, or why you've had bad relationships or bad experiences with relationships in the past, and then kind of blaming yourself for it. Instead of doing that, you're saying, no, I am enough, I'm a good person, I'm a kind person, I'm enough just the way that I am. I am perfect just the way that I am. And I deserve love, and I'm worthy of love just the way that I am. I don't have to have this much money in my bank account in order to find love. I don't have to weigh this much in order to find love. I don't have to, have this kind of a job, or look a certain way in order to be worthy of love. I'm worthy of love just the way that I am. I'm worth it just the way that I am. Okay, so yeah, just like I feel like you're falling in love first with yourself, with your own worth. You're seeing your own worth. You are falling in love with yourself first, before identifying your worth or tying your worth with your relationship status. I think you're stopping believing that you are worthy of something only if you're in a relationship, or the only reason you're single is because you're not worthy of being in a relationship, or there's something wrong with you. No, no, no. I mean, you might be in a situation at the moment where you feel like everyone around you is getting married. Maybe you're the only single person in your friend group, and maybe there are comments from other people that are hurting you. Maybe it's your own belief that's hurting you at the moment. But I do feel like you're not letting these ideas, whether they're external, whether they're internal, these beliefs, you're not letting these beliefs affect your self-worth. In fact, you are building yourself up by saying, you know what, it's okay if I'm still single. Just because I'm single doesn't mean that I'm unworthy, or that just because I'm unmarried at the age of 30 doesn't mean that nobody wants me or anything of that sort. I feel like, yeah, something that you are like stepping into is definitely an energy of more like self-esteem that is boosted, confidence that comes from you just knowing that you are worthy the way that you are. Okay, and you having high standards is by no means something for you to be for you to be apologetic about. Okay, it's okay for you to not want to settle for something that you think you don't deserve. I mean, yeah, if you want to hold out hope for someone who is going to be worth your love and your time and your energy, then of course you must wait. And yeah, it doesn't matter whether people around you are getting married, because a lot of times what we don't realize is that there are a lot of people out there who are settling for less than what they're worthy of. And there are lots of people who are stuck in relationships and trapped in marriages that are unhappy, that are not fulfilling, because they settled, because they rushed into things, because they felt pressure from society, maybe they felt pressure from their own mind, their own like timelines that they had set up for themselves. And obviously that's not something that people talk about or share about on social media. So when you look at couple goals, sometimes I think it's important to know that every couple, first of all, goes through ups and downs, and there are a lot of unhappy couples out there as well, parading and trying to show the world that they are a happy couple because they are so deeply unhappy that they need to prove to themselves that they're happy by showing other people how happy they are. But a lot of times that's just a facade. Okay, so till you don't find someone who's worthy of your love and your attention, and you don't settle. Okay, group number two, that is definitely something that I'm picking up on for you guys. That could be something that you're already believing and already something that you're working on, or this could be something that you just needed to hear right now, and it is something that you need to work on. Meanwhile, I think what you can do is maybe work on also how you resolve conflicts. Okay, you could be the kind of person who's very quick to breaking up, maybe, or too quick to seeing the slightest thing go wrong and then either think that it's your fault and you're to blame, or you're too quick to calling someone else a red flag. Okay, and like I don't mean to say ignore the red flags, but I just feel like be a little bit more mindful of what you're calling a red flag. Someone liking Pepsi and not Coca Cola is not a red flag. It's just a preference. Okay, someone liking the color black and not liking the color pink is not a red flag. It's just someone's preference. Okay, so I think, yeah, just trying to differentiate first of all what you think a red flag is and what is just a preference, and also just seeing how you react or act rather when there is a conflict and how you resolve it, and maybe working on it if there's something that you feel like you can do better. So say for example you're someone who, when you get angry, you probably say really mean and nasty things, and then immediately after you say it you regret it. So maybe something that you can work on during this time is resolving conflict in a much better way. So the next time you're in conflict with someone, and I don't think how we behave in relationships, like romantic relationships, is different to how we behave in any other relationship. I think how we resolve conflict with an employee is pretty much the same way that we would resolve conflict when we're fighting with a parent or a sibling or even a romantic relationship, romantic partner for that matter. So if you are the kind of person who says mean things and just gets like verbally aggressive, you will find that that is how you react to resolving conflict in every relationship in your life. So, maybe working on how you resolve conflicts could be beneficial, because let me tell you something, group number two, every relationship, no matter how much of a green flag you are or the person you're with is, conflict is something that is going to come up in every relationship, especially if it's going to be a long term relationship that you would want to last for a very long time or potentially for the rest of your life, right? So, yeah, one of the most important things that keeps a relationship healthy and ensures that a relationship is going to last for a very long time is how you resolve those conflicts, right? So, yeah, conflict resolution, when it's done in a respectful, loving, mature manner, just contributes to the good health of the relationship and contributes to the quality of the relationship as well. So, yeah, working on how you see your worth and working on how you resolve conflict could be something that you could do while you are attracting this person, while you're manifesting this person, while you're waiting for this person to come into your life. It could also be possible that, these two things, like working on these two things, is what is blocking this person from coming into your life, and you feel like once you begin working on these two things you'll start noticing that people that you could get along with, like potential partners, could be coming into your life, potential options could be coming into your life, or you could meet your person while you're resolving these conflicts or while you're working on these two things, or even after you feel like you have a healthy sense of self and also just a healthy way of resolving conflicts as well. So that's also something that I'm seeing. If you are currently already in a relationship and you're wondering why it's not moving forward, why you feel so stuck and trapped in it, and why the quality of your relationship is not improving, why your relationship in itself, commitment wise, is not going to the next level, then maybe these are two things that you need to work on, and that could be what's blocking your relationship from evolving to the next level. That is what I can see here. Let's get your tarot now. This is the Real Talk Tarot. Let's find out what's next in love for you. Group number two, we have the Two of Swords, we have the Eight of Cups, we have the Five of Cups, and we have the Three of Wands. Okay. Bottom deck energy is the Nine of Pentacles. Yes, a wish come true, a dream fulfillment, you feeling like you have finally made it. You being able to enjoy the fruits of your labor is something that is definitely in store for you in your future next. So yeah, just working on these two things that I was talking about before could definitely help improve relationships in your life in general. But it could also, like I said, be the thing that is maybe blocking your meeting with your next connection, or is blocking your blessings in your relationship from moving forward right now. So yeah, I definitely feel like tapping more into your intuition, seeing the world not so much as black and white, but seeing it as it having some gray areas in some aspects of life as well, is something that could definitely be beneficial. So this was what I was talking about when I was saying the whole thing about, figuring out if something about a person is just something that you don't like, or is it really a red flag? Is it something that is quite different from what you believe in, or is it something that you guys can compromise on, or is it a red flag? Is it a non-negotiable for you, right? um, an example that I can give you here is, say you like Italian food and they like Chinese food. Are you able to compromise sometimes and eat Chinese food once in a while with them? Or if you feel like you set certain boundaries and this person just doesn't respect your boundaries, doesn't understand your boundaries at all, that's a red flag. Or should you express yourself in a better way to make sure that they understand that this is a boundary that they're crossing and that makes you uncomfortable, right? Or is something that they do a complete non-negotiable for you, and it's not something that you could ever get on board with. Say for example, you would want to be with a partner who doesn't smoke. So that is something that you need to figure out. What are your red flags that you absolutely will not stand by? What are your non-negotiables in a relationship? And what are things that you can compromise on? Okay, so just working on those things, making it more clear in your head what exactly falls under these three categories for you, will make it easier for you to be a better judge of character moving forward. So if this is like, if there's heartbreak that you have been experiencing in the past couple of relationships, or if there are repeating patterns that you're experiencing, then that's a way for you to break that cycle, and that's a way for you to make sure that this doesn't happen moving forward, right? So yeah, that is something that I can see here. In the Eight of Cups, I see you guys moving on, moving away from toxic people, toxic relationships, one-sided relationships, dead-end relationships, okay, any kind of situationships that are just not moving forward. You're putting those things to an end and moving forward is what I can see here. So you're ending ties with someone who's just not reciprocating what you want, even though they know that you want something more, but they're just stringing you along. You're like no longer willing to be in a situationship with someone like this, or be hung around, or be treated as an option, or just be treated as someone that they talk to when they have no one else to talk to. Okay, so a backup option. You're walking away from any relationship or any connection that makes you feel that way. I also see you finally getting over past hurt, past relationships, like fully and truly moving on from your past, not letting your past dictate your future, not letting your past constantly stay at the back of your mind, influencing the next kind of relationship that you're going to be in. Your past no longer being something you compare your future with. I see you walking away from that. as well. If there are any like one-sided crushes, I feel like you are ending that. For a lot of you, I'm also seeing you blocking or removing people from your social media as well, or like creating a physical distance as well from some people that you know of, who make you feel less worthy, or who you feel like you're constantly having to, resolve conflict with. Someone who's always like looking for ways to fight with you, bring you down, pull you down. You're walking away from these people, you're creating distance from these type of people, is what I can see as well. With the Five of Cups, I see you grieving the things that you have lost in the past, maybe the people that you're cutting off. You are feeling sad about it, you're grieving about it. It is something that you're doing with a very heavy heart, but you know that is what's best for you, and you are looking at the brighter side of life. You're saying, you know what, moving forward, I know what I deserve, and I'm not going to settle for less. And I'm grateful for the lessons these people have taught me, but I'll be damned if I ever go through that again, if I ever put myself through that again, if I ever let someone else make me feel less than or less worthy, or just not worth it again. Okay. And I think that is just creating a lot of peace in your mind. That's creating a lot of space in your life, in your mind, in your just immediate environment even. And it almost feels like you can finally take a breath of relief. You can sigh a breath of relief, because yeah, it just almost feels like you're free from the burdens of proving to people how worthy you are, or fighting for people who are not fighting for you. You're making space instead for people who are going to want you just as much as you want them. Yeah. Fight for this relationship as much as you are willing to fight for them, right? Yeah, someone who holds you in high regards, just like how you would hold this person in high regards. So yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like you're becoming more patient, and you're becoming more like you're surrendering more to divine timing in your life. You're not sitting here and saying, oh my god, I'm 30, before I turn 31 I need to find a relationship, I need to find a guy who's going to propose. Like, you're not doing that anymore. You're just surrendering to the divine timing of your life. You're saying, you know what, I'm working on myself, I'm creating peace and love in my own life, I'm creating harmony in my own life, and I am on the lookout for the person who I'm meant to be with, but I'm not desperately hoping for them to come into my life. I'm not desperately chasing anyone. I'm not desperately running after people who don't even want to be with me. I'm not being desperate. I don't chase, I attract. That's the energy I see you stepping into, group number 2. Let's end your reading on the last card, which is divine guidance. I am divinely guided, number 11. Okay. So yeah, I definitely feel like this ties in perfectly with what I was saying with the Three of Wands. I think you're just believing that there is a higher power who is divinely guiding you and has a divine path, a divine story in store for you. Okay, there is belief in destiny, there is belief in a higher power, there's belief in divine timing as well, that I think is definitely helping you in this next phase of your life. So I think you are one of those groups where, how people say they found their soulmate when they stopped looking for people, like, like they were on dating apps for 2 years, 3 years, and they didn't find their soulmate. And the minute they deleted their app and they started focusing on their own life instead, they just met their partner because they were in the right place at the right time. I feel like something like that is what's meant to happen for you guys, group number two. So I think it's like the more you try, the more this is going to run away from you, or the more effort you put in, or the more tightly you hold on to this, the faster it's going to slip out of your hands. So yeah, there is this message of you to just surrender to a divine power, to destiny, to serendipity, to divine timing as well. Yeah, and trust in divine timing. Trust that there is someone out there for you, for sure, group number two. So that's the reading that I see for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this was something that maybe you don't want to hear but felt good when you heard it. I hope it gave you some hope and some faith as well. Leave a star emoji in the comments below if you claim this energy, if this is a reading that really helped you. And yeah, subscribe to my channel for more readings from me. It's free of cost and helps me grow as a creator here on YouTube, and hopefully I'll see you all in my next one. Bye guys. Hi, Group 3. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose the Rose Quartz Heart Crystal. So let's find out what's next in love for you guys. I have all of your Oracle cards pre shuffled right here. So I'm going to be beginning with these first and then bringing the tarot in for you. So, first up here, we have abundance as well as sexual freedom. Ooh, okay. Um, so something that I'm seeing here for you guys, group number three, is that what's next in love for you is just you feeling very abundant. Okay. I feel like either the person that you're with or the person that you're about to meet is going to be one who's very abundant in more ways than one. Okay. Maybe they do have a lot of money. Maybe they are very beautiful. Maybe they have a really high status in society. Maybe they're very well educated. They come from a very good family. They have very good values. They're very healthy. I feel like either them or you or both of you together are coming into a lot of abundance next up in your life. And I feel like this connection that you're going to be in next up, or just like the next phase of your connection if you're already in a relationship, is going to be a very abundant one. Okay, for a lot of you, I feel like this could mean that both of you are coming into some sort of money. Maybe you're like leveling up in society. Maybe your status is leveling up. Maybe you are getting better jobs. Maybe you're getting promotions. Maybe you're inheriting money. Maybe if one of you or both of you have been struggling in terms of your health, that could be improving as well. um, for a lot of you, I'm also seeing that this abundance could mean that if you have been trying to have a baby for a while and that hasn't been happening, I feel like, yeah, a child could be coming into your life as well. Is what I'm feeling. You're just like stepping into a phase of abundance next when it comes to your love life. If you're single, I feel like this could be a phase of your life that you're stepping into where all of a sudden maybe you have more than one options to choose from when it comes to a romantic partner. You could be leveling up or glowing up in a way that's making you very attractive to people, and there are lots of suitors that you have at the moment. Maybe you're stepping into a place where you have a lot of choice. Like there's a lot of people that would want to be with you, that are expressing their interest in you, and you get to choose who you get to be with or who you want to be with, right? I can also see next up is a phase in your life where you could become sexually active for the first time in your life, or you could be experiencing some sort of sexual experience that you haven't experienced before, or it's going to be really good. It's going to be really ecstatic. It's going to feel very natural. It's not going to feel like you were being forced into it, or you did something that you weren't really interested in doing. maybe you're going to be moving into a phase where you're not using sex as a way of making sure someone stays in your life, right? And you're not using that as a way to feel connected to someone, or make someone fall in love with you or something of that sort. Okay, so I do feel like the next sexual experience that you're going to have is going to be a very deeply fulfilling one for you, and it's going to make you feel really, really good, is also something that I'm seeing. Just the attention that you're getting from people is also something that's going to be quite pleasurable. I do feel like you're stepping into a phase of your life next up when it comes to love that is going to be filled with a lot of joy and pleasure and abundance. Yeah, that's definitely something that I am seeing here. Um, yeah. Okay, let's get in your tarot and find out what is next in love for you guys. Group number three, we have the Six of Wands. Yes, that correlates really well to what I was saying. We have the Nine of Swords. Okay. We have the Hierophant and we have the Tower. Okay. Mm-hmm. Bottom deck energy is the Page of Wands. Um, Okay, so I'm getting two different messages here. The first message that I'm picking up on, which is a general message for everyone watching this, is that you definitely do feel like you're on top of the world. It feels like the world has their eyes on you. It almost feels like you're performing on stage and everybody's watching you. Okay, so some sort of level up or glow up is definitely happening here, where you're stepping into a phase of your life where you are looking very attractive to people. Okay, and a lot of people are attracted to you, and a lot of people are maybe fighting for your attention, craving for your attention. You know, just like mm, just wanting to be with you, wanting to be around you, wanting to seek your company, wanting to seek your love and your affection as well. Okay, a picture that I'm seeing in my head is I mean, I don't know if this is a scene from an actual movie or if it's just like a picture that I have seen. It's basically this girl. She's sitting on a chair and she has like a cigarette in her hand. Like she's bringing it to like close to her mouth, and there are like a lot of men around her who have their lighters open, just waiting for her to pick them basically. So yeah, I feel like you are that woman there. Irrespective of whether you are a woman or not, it doesn't matter. I just feel like, yeah, that's you just like around people who actually want you to pick them and choose them. Yeah. So, yeah, that's the general message that I'm seeing for everyone. But the two different messages that I'm seeing with that is that maybe for some of you, that's very overwhelming because you feel like these people only want you now because of this glow up that you've had. And that's maybe it feels good, the attention feels good, but then you knowing what the motive is behind the attention or why you're getting this attention might be bittersweet. Okay, so maybe this could happen because you looked a certain way in the past, and because of that you didn't get a lot of attention, and now that you've had a glow up, you know that people are now um, being drawn to you like a moth to a flame because of how you look. So even though that attention feels good, it still feels bittersweet because you're like, oh, when I looked like that before, none of you cared, and now you all want to be with me. So some of you could be finding that attention quite overwhelming. For some of you, that attention could be quite stressful because you're like, oh, I don't want to, because I have so many options, that obviously means that I can only be with one person, and that could mean that I would have to possibly break a lot of other people's hearts, and I don't really want to hurt anyone. So that could be making you a little bit sad as well. Okay, and that could be causing you a little bit of anxiety as well. um, for some of you, that could also mean like fear, like just having a fear that you might lose this attention, or you might if you aren't quick to act on this attention, then maybe these people are going to lose interest in you. So take that how it resonates. Okay, you could fall into one of these three categories. um, Maybe, okay, a fourth category that you could fall into is that maybe, um, because other people see that, there are people interested in you and they're chasing after you. Maybe you might be on the receiving end of some sort of comments or judgment from other people of your own gender, or just other people in general, saying mean nasty things about you because they are jealous or because they are envious, and you feel like you're losing out on connections, or that those comments or judgment is getting to you. So that could also be something that is maybe keeping you up at night a little bit. So even though this attention feels good, it comes along with some sort of um, pressure, some sort of responsibility, some sort of stress, some sort of anxiety as well for some of you, is what I can see. But I think there are ways that you have in order to regulate your emotions, to regulate your stress. Okay, so I feel like you might be either a spiritual or a religious person, and just like, talking to your guru, or like talking to God, or just like finding people who are giving you sound advice, is helping you through this anxiety. Okay, this could also be like just a loved one. Okay, someone who's older and wiser, someone who has probably been through something like this. Maybe they're giving you some sort of advice, and that's really helping you deal with this whole situation, deal with this whole pressure. For some of you, I'm also seeing with the Hierophant that next up in love, you could be getting attention from a lot of people, and out of those many people, you're choosing one person who is probably asking you to marry them, and you could be marrying one of these people, or you could be getting engaged to one of these people. Okay, so you're taking up an offer from one of these people. Maybe you are taking up a job. One of these people who's chasing you is giving you a job, and you're taking up that job. So yeah, because the Hierophant is not just a marriage card, it's also about signing legal documents, signing contracts as well. So yeah, that could be a work contract, that could be a legal contract, which is, marriage is basically a legal contract, right, when you get the law involved. So yeah, that could be what's happening here for some of you as well. And yeah, once you get married is when you realize that you are stepping into a place of abundance, or you're stepping into a place where um, maybe you are having your first ever sexual experience, or you are being more sexually active than you ever have before, or just you're going on your honeymoon, or you're just living together with this person, which just means that there's more time, or there's more opportunities for you to be more sexually intimate with this person. Okay, yeah, that's also something that I'm seeing. But I definitely see that whatever is happening next is definitely shaking up your world. It's this next phase of your life is definitely changing your life for the better. It could completely be changing your life. Okay, so you might be experiencing this for the first time in your life, and this kind of attention, this kind of abundance is something that you've experienced for the first time in your life, and it's life changing. Okay, these events that are unfolding next up in your love life could be very life changing. Okay, in more ways than one. It could be changing where you live, the way you dress, the way you behave in society, the way you look at yourself, the way you your lifestyle. It could be changing so many things, right? It could be changing how much money you have. It could be changing so many things in your life, and all of these things are just big aspects of your life. And yeah, I do see very like life changing events happening in your life in this next phase of your love life, group number 3. Let's end your reading lastly with this card, which is number 35, surrender. I surrender to the flow of the universe. So yeah, just like being okay. I think just letting this flow into your life, not self-sabotaging, is something that is going to be really beneficial for you at this point in your life. Okay, just surrendering, like letting this attention come to you. Okay, for once, you not being a chaser, for you just for once just having all of this attention on you, just surrender to it. Just surrender yourself to this kind of abundance, this kind of freeing, life changing experiences that maybe you're not used to in the past, but just surrender to them. Don't self sabotage. Don't sit there and worry and wonder too much about whether you deserve it, or what you've done to deserve it, or when it's going to get over, or how come it's happening to you, how come it's happening to you now, what if you ruin it. Don't overthink, over analyze, and jump to conclusions. Don't self sabotage something good. Don't self sabotage the blessings that are coming into your life, in your love life. Next, group number three is what I can see here. I mean, you also chose the pink rose quartz, so like wearing a rose quartz could really be helpful. A clear quartz as well, an amethyst also. I mean, I do see a lot of crystals here, so I feel like, yeah, just having a couple of crystals either on you, or just like investing in a couple of crystals, might be beneficial at the moment. With a lot of these crystals, I can also see you being offered a crystal. So, a diamond ring. Diamonds are crystals. So yeah. Yeah, don't self sabotage. Okay, just welcome it. You deserve these blessings. You are worthy of these blessings. Okay, don't overthink too much. Don't put yourself in a bad mood. Don't wait for these things to go away. Okay, just embrace them while they're happening. Yeah, that is the message that I'm seeing for you guys. Group number three, I think I'm gonna end your reading on this note. I hope you've enjoyed today's reading. If you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Claim it in the comments below by leaving a pink heart of your choice, pink heart emoji of your choice in the comments below, and subscribe to my channel if you aren't subscribed already, and if you like my energy and would like to watch more readings from me. And hopefully I'll see you all in my next one. Bye guys.